What would you gain if you lose your soul?
What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I'd rather live my life like Job, Lord, refine me in the furnace till I'm pure like gold. From out the concrete grew a rose. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I'd rather live my life like Job, Lord, refine me in the furnace till I'm pure like gold. The truth is written, it was never sold.
There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, very wealthy, blessed and healthy, with a soul pure as gold. Couldn't find another man like him, cause he was perfect and
Who are we? We're the true Israelites to read about the scriptures today. My name is Barazal. I want to show you something that's in the scriptures that you never learned about going to these churches, man. Let me get Colossians 3 verse 17, please. Let me get Genesis 17 verse 9.
I got it. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. Read. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the other one and the Father by him.
Everything we do is going to be by Hashem, HaMashiach, Yahushua. Okay? Let me get that scripture with you.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17 and verse 9.
Read.
And the Most High said unto Abraham, Thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore, thou and thy seed after thee in their generations.
Now there's a reason why I'm bringing this scripture out, right? A lot of our people don't know who they are, where they come from. We don't know the importance to know our history and where we descend from. Right now, you go to Esau and these churches to tell you that our history is not important. Or they'll say we're slaves, that's it. It's not important. We are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
And we're going to prove that to you through the scriptures. And there's a reason why I'm pulling the scripture right now. Let me get Deuteronomy 28:1. Let me get Amos 3:1. So our people don't know who we are, where we come from. The Most High said we're the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, right here. This is very important to know who you are, where you come from. Because if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know where you come from, don't know where you're going.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Read.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments.
Some of that. Verse 15. So, there's going to be some good things that happen to us when we go through the scriptures doing the commandments of the Most High.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
Stop right there. So, two things are going to happen. Going to be a blessing and a cursing. I stopped there early for a reason. So, what's going to happen is if we do something good, if we listen, we're going to get blessings. If we don't listen, we're going to get curses. Wait, one more time. Number one.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Read.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments.
Do what?
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To do what?
To observe and to do all his commandments.
Read.
Which I command thee this day, that the Most High thy power will set thee on high.
Do what?
Will set thee on high.
No, below.
Will set thee on high.
We're going to be even.
Will set thee on high.
Read.
Above all nations of the earth.
No. It says below. It says below.
Above all nations.
No. Read what you see. It says below.
Above all nations of the earth.
Read. That's it? 15. So, if we do all the commandments and statutes the Most High give us, we're going to be above all people. As you see right now in the world, our people are at the very bottom. Why is that? Let's find out. It's 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
We just read if we listen, we will get blessed, right? What's it for? Read that.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
If we don't listen, what's going to happen?
To observe, to do all his commandments. To do all his commandments.
I want that life.
To do all his commandments.
Some here, some there, some
to do
Tuesday.
all his commandments.
Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day. That all these curses.
All these what?
all these curses,
All these who?
all these curses
Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, if we do the commandments of the Most High, we're going to be blessed. But if we don't do the commandments, we're going to be cursed. Let me get 47. No, let me get 16 first. 28, 16.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 16.
Read.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
What?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Our people are getting shot down in the streets. Our people are on drugs. Our people are poor. Our people are homeless. They get killed left and right. They have nothing to themselves. What's that saying?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
That's a curse right there. That's not a blessing. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Now, who worked in the fields? Let's go back to the past, right? In the past, we were the ones that's working the fields. We were in the sugar fields, the cane fields. Every field you can think of, we were doing that. Right now, we're in the job fields right now. Where's our people at right now? We're at the bottom. We're the last high of the first fire. That's a curse right there. Keep going.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
So everything that we try to bring in is cursed. Our pockets are always empty. Why is that? Because it's a curse from the Most High, because we didn't do His commandments. Keep going.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Read.
And the fruit of thy land.
So look at our children right now. Oh, sorry. Sure, come on, man. I'm not gonna fight you, man. 5 seconds, man. 5 seconds. I'm right here, man. 5 seconds. I'll show you something. What's your name, man?
Johnny.
Johnny. I'm Lord. So to love God is very simple, man. It's not complicated. It's right in the story. I think you're right.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Read.
For this is love of the Most High.
Now, this is going to tell you what love is according to the Most High God. He told us how to love Him. There's no mysteries that we hid in. You got to go figure it out on your own. He told us exactly what to do. Read that, please. 1:6.
For this is love of the Most High.
Read.
That we keep His commandments.
Now we do what?
That we keep His commandments.
Now we do what?
That we keep His commandments.
It's that simple. We just do His commandments. Now my question to you is, how many commandments do we have? Now come on. I gave you an answer to your question, right? It's to keep the commandments, right? You find the commandments in the first 5 books of the Bible, okay? Just go through and take your time, read it. Or even better yet, Google it. Google the commandments. There's 613 commandments. And they're all very easy. Get one. 1 John 1 verse 6.
The book of 2 John, chapter 1 and verse 6. And this is love.
Oh, 2 John, read.
That we walk after His commandments.
That we do what?
That we walk after His commandments.
So, to love God, hold on, to love God, to do His commandments, right? What is sin, though? My question to you.
What is that?
What is sin? What is sin? S-I-N. What is that?
I have to go, guys. I have to go.
Last one. Hold on.
I have to go, man. All the time, guys. The book of 1 John, chapter 3, and verse 4.
Read.
Whosoever commits sin, transgression also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
It's that simple. Sin is breaking the commandments of the Most High God. Let's get back to where we were now. Let me get Deuteronomy 28:37. Let me get Amos 3:1. So the Most High goes before. If we do His commandments, we're going to be blessed. If we don't do His commandments, we're going to be cursed. Let's go through some more curses real quick.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37.
Read.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, whether the Most High shall lead thee.
Every nation you go to now, they know who the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are. And they all have a name for us. They call us niggers. They call us spics. They call us wetbacks. They call us coons, porch monkeys. They're bringing it back, you feel me? But everybody know who we are. And they have have a name for us too, okay? That's a byword. That's not what the Most High called us. He called us Judah, Benjamin, Levi, okay? We have a name the Most High gave to us, but we got a proverb in the world, okay? Be the Amos 3:1.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Read.
Hear this word that the Most High hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Now, right there. Now, why is the Most High speaking to the children of Israel? Because when we been taught from the churches that God loves everybody. Why is he only talking about this one group of people right here? It's very important to know that the Most High God is our God alone. Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. He only chose one nation of people to make his own. He only loves one family of people, and that's us, the Israelites. He made a covenant with us through our great ancestor Abraham. We made a covenant with him that we're going to be his people. He will be our God. Look at that for us.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Read.
For thou art an holy people.
What are we?
For thou art an holy people.
What are we?
For thou art an holy people.
Read.
Unto the Most High thy power.
Uh-huh.
The Most High thy power has chosen thee to be a special people.
What are we?
To be a special people.
Read.
Unto himself.
Uh-huh.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
All right. Amos 3:1.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Hear this word that the Most High hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
When you read the book of Exodus, you find that all the people that was in Egypt under slavery, he only brought out his people, the Israelites. Out of all nations that were there in captivity, he chose us. Because it goes back to that covenant we read about in Genesis 17 verse 9, that we are his people and no one else. Read.
Saying, you only have I known.
You what?
You only have I known.
Read.
Of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Stop right there. So, iniquities. Iniquities is sin. Who can sin? Who was given the commandments of the Most High on people that can sin? Let me get Deuteronomy 1:1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Read.
For thou art an holy people.
What are we?
For thou art an holy people. Unto the Most High thy power. And the Most High has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Again, it said he chose us for the older people, right? 1 Kings 8:53.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who?
Unto all Israel.
The whole world.
Unto all Israel.
Everybody that was there.
Unto all Israel.
I can actually hear us.
Unto all Israel.
Read.
On this side Jordan.
So,
in the wilderness.
When we're in the wilderness with the Most High, he gave us his commandments. He only gave us to the children of Israel, as the scripture says. And then he's going to give it to the whole world. So all the people that can sin will be us. Yes.
Here's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 53.
Read.
For thou didst separate them from among all the people.
Did what?
For thou didst separate them from among all the people of the earth to be thine inheritance.
He chose us to be his inheritance. He didn't choose everyone. Read.
As thou spakest by the hand of Moses thy servant, when thou broughtest out our fathers out of Egypt, almost thy power.
Now why am I going through these scriptures now, right? The nation of Israel is a special people unto the Most High. He made us very peculiar. The reason why I want to show you this is because knowing your history is important. We're not niggers, we're not spicks, we're not coons, okay? We are the nation of Israel, and we have a special place in this earth. We were supposed to be the kings and rulers of this world. That's right. Kings and priests, according to the Most High. But we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We didn't do our part. So now we're being punished for that right now. Let me get Revelation 21 and 12. Let me get, yeah. So, what happened is that we sin against the Most High, right? Read that for me.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4.
Read.
Whosoever committed sin,
Whosoever committed sin, read.
transgressive also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
What's up, brother? How you doing? What's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
How you doing? Come closer, man. Come closer, man. We family, man. We family. You good. I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who are you according to the Bible? Like, where do you come from in the Bible? Like, what internationality? You know?
I'm in the
Huh? What's that?
I'm the witness of Jehovah.
Jehovah?
Witness to Jehovah?